Hello everyone. Now we are in the next video, that is the mode of the group data. If you did not watch the previous video of main of the group data, I request you to pause the video now and go back to the previous video, and then you can come to the mode of the group data. So mode already it is studied in our class 9 for ungrouped data, right? So when it comes to ungrouped data, where suppose simply if I write the numbers in this way. Okay. Look at these numbers. Mode of the grouped data or ungrouped data is nothing but most frequently occurring number. In the collected information, which number occurred more frequently, that number can be taken as mode. Look at this problem. In this problem, 2 is repeated 3 times. 4 is repeated 1 time, 3 is repeated 1 time, 5 is repeated 1 time, 1 is repeated 1 time, 7 is repeated 1 time. By looking at this problem, easily we can say mode of the above information is 2. This is what we studied in our class 9th of statistics. Okay, where it is very simple to guess by looking at the most frequently occurring number. But when it comes to the group data, how to solve the problem? So we need to depend on the formula. I'll write that formula. Try to take down this formula in your notes. Mode of the group data can be calculated by using mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Look at this formula again. You have to be very careful when you are writing this formula. Mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Again, what is L? L is a new concept for you. That L is nothing but lower limit of modal class. Lower limit of modal class. We need to guess again. How to guess the modal class? Let me tell you, when you are solving the problem, I'll tell you how to guess this modal class. This is also again very important. Okay, we need to guess the modal class first. After guessing the modal class, you have upper limit and lower limit. We need to get lower limit of the modal class. Then what is F1, F0 and F2? F0, F1 and F2. Okay. H is again like in previously we are using the same concept in mean. Yes, H is class size, number of elements in every class interval. Then F1 is frequency of modal class. After guessing the modal class, frequency of the modal class is F1. Then what is F0? Preceding frequency of modal class. Then F2 is succeeding frequency of modal class. They are very simple to guess. It's not too difficult only when you observe. Since it is new for you, you might find it quite when you are solving, it will be easy for us to solve F1, F0 and F2. So when you are trying to solve any problem, if it is problem based on mode, first you need to get modal class. After getting modal class, lower limit of the modal class, then class size of the modal class, frequency of the modal class, preceding frequency of the modal class, succeeding frequency of the modal class. More about this when you are solving the problem. Exercise 14.2 is based on mode of the data. When you are solving that, let us try to observe in detail about this formula. I request you to pause this video and take down this formula and this information in your classwork. And next, I will be coming with exercise 14.2 first question. Now we are in exercise 14.2 problems based on mode of the group data. Now let us try to solve first question in this exercise. So when you read the question, so if you read the question in page number 275, it is asked you to solve the problem by finding the mode of the given data. How you are going to solve this problem? When you look at this question, okay, First, you need to remember this formula. Mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. As I explained earlier, L is the lower limit of modal class. First task while you are calculating the mode is guessing the modal class. Then F1 is the frequency of the modal class, F0 is the previous frequency of the modal class, F2 is the next frequency of the modal class. H is nothing but class size, how many elements are present in every class interval. You don't require any further columns when you are calculating the mode, since it is very simple way of calculating the answer. Here, look at this column. Which one has highest frequency? Mode is directly dependent on highest frequency. Even when if it is ungrouped data or grouped data, for both it is dependent on highest frequency. Now look at this: 6, 11, 21, 23, 14 and 5. Which is the highest here? If you look at this, you can say that 23 is highest. If 23 is highest, this is nothing but F1. Previous one is F0. The next one will be F2. Look at this: 0, 1, 2. Don't do this mistake or don't interchange the F. F1 will be frequency of modal class. F0 is the frequency preceding to the modal class. F2 is the frequency succeeding to modal class. Then which is the modal class? The modal class is nothing but a class interval related to the highest frequency. So this is modal class. If you guess modal class correctly, then almost 90% of your answer is over. Now let us try to calculate. Let us come back to this calculation. Now what is the value of L? In this problem, L is lower limit of modal class, that is 35. H is class size 15 minus 5. 10 is the class size. F1, F0, F2, everything is. Now if you substitute this in the formula, when you are going to substitute this in the formula, L is 35 plus F1. F1 is 23 minus 21. 2 into 23 minus 21 minus 14 into H. H is 10. So I observe when I am correcting the papers, normally students they do mistakes with this H. They will write H in the formula, but they will forget to write the value of H in the next term. So don't do the same mistake. So H, when you are writing the formula, you should write as it is, the value of H. Then you can go for the basic calculation or try to remove the bracket or then cross multiply, or you can try with the taking LCM. 35 plus 23 minus 21 is nothing but 2 divided by 46 minus 21. This is 5 and 3 into 10. 35 plus 2 into 10, 20 divided by, this is 11. Then how you are going to solve 35 plus 20 by 11. So 20 by 11, if you do the calculation, 1s are 9. Then you have to take decimal place 8. Then it goes as it is 1.818, it carries. So you can write, I think, 5.1. This is the answer for first question. 13.18 is the answer for exercise 14.2, question number 1. Now we are in second question of exercise 14.2. Let me read the question. The following data gives the information of observed lifetimes of 225 electric components. You need to calculate mode of the given data. Okay. So we need to calculate mode of the given data for this question. Okay. To calculate mode compared to me, it is very simple for us to calculate. Only if you remember the formula, it is more than L. You can go for the calculation. Okay. Here, formula says mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. Very cool at the practice. So if you practice by writing these formulas, then you can solve the problem. Now, before going for the calculation, try to guess the model class. How you are going to guess the model class? That is very important. Model class is very important topic. To guess the model class, we require highest frequency. Look at this. Which is the highest frequency here? 10, 35, 52, 61, 38 and 29. Anybody can easily say 61 is the highest. If 61 is the highest, it should be F1 and this is the model class. So model class for this problem will be 60 to 80. When it is 60 to 80, give F1 for 61. Preceding or previous frequency, F0. The next succeeding will be F2. Okay. So model class is 60 to 80. Therefore, L will be lower limit of the model class 60. Then can you guess what is the value of H? H is class size. So class size, how many elements are present in every class interval? So you can easily observe there are 20 numbers. 20 minus 0, that is nothing but 20. So value of H is 20. How we are going to solve? Now let us come to this calculation part. L is 60 plus F1 minus F0. F1 is 61 minus 52 divided by 2 into 61 minus F0 is 52 minus 38 into 20. Now do this calculation. 60 plus 61 minus 52. So they are in 9. Then this is 1, 20, 2. Then 60, 70, 80, 90 minus 90 into 20. Then 60 plus 9 divided by 32 into 20. Okay. So try to look at the calculation. So it's better if you are doing this calculation by your own, then you compare with this, compare with the video. Okay, 9. This is 9 and 120 minus 90, 32. Then try to continue the process. 60 plus, if you multiply these two, okay, 9 180 by 32. Let me write the final answer. You will be having nearly 65 point something. The final answer for this question will be 65.5625. Okay, divide these two. If you divide these two, you will be getting 5.625. Add it to the 60, so that is 65.625. This is the answer for question number 2 of exercise 14.2. So pause the video and take note of this calculation, and then let us move to the next problem. Now we are in question number 3 of exercise 14.2. When you read this question, so if you read this question carefully, it is asked to calculate mode of the data and also mean of the data. Both mode and mean were asked in this problem. Let me calculate mode first, and afterwards I am going to solve mean of the group data. So mean is already solved in the previous exercise. And now we are doing the problems based on mode. Okay, let me start with the mode. So these type of problems can be asked for 3 or 4 marks. When they ask both mode and mean, it can be asked for 3 or 4 marks. So quite important problem. Try to look at this problem carefully. See, data are large. Okay, you can, when you are solving the mean, you can go for the step deviation method. Now let us come with the mode of the data. When it is mode, you need to guess modal frequency. Can you tell which is the modal frequency here? So modal frequency, if you want to guess modal frequency, you should have modal class. Which is the modal class? Look at highest frequency. Which is the highest frequency? 40, right? If 40 is highest frequency, you can take 1500 to 2000 as modal class. Okay, so modal class is 1500 to, then we have L is equal to 1500, H is equal to 500, right? Then what is the value of F1? F1 is modal frequency. This is F0, this is F2. Okay, look at this again, let me explain. You have to guess modal class first. Modal class is related to the modal frequency, that is highest frequency 40. I can give F1 for the 40. F0 is previous one. F2 is succeeding frequency of the modal class. Then you have all this information with you. So let us go for the formula. Mode is equal to L plus F1 minus F0 divided by 2F1 minus F0 minus F2 into H. So be careful with this H. Okay. Now what is L? L in this problem is 1500 plus F1. F1 is 40 minus 24 divided by 2 into 40 minus 24 minus 33 into H is 500. If you calculate here, so you will be having 40, this is 60, 80 minus 7 and this will be 500. Then continue the process. This is 1500 plus 16, this will become 80 and 2 zeros. Okay, and then 18 minus 57, 57 and 80. So if you, sorry, so did you notice the mistakes? Here it will be 80. So if it is 80, this is 2 into 40. 2 into 40 is not 18. 2 into 40 is 80. Then you will be having this calculation. Finally, when you calculate and write the final answer, you can divide it by yourself and check the answer whether it is correct or not. You will be getting 347.83 and final answers are okay. So mode of this data will be 1847.83. So this is first step. Like if it is 4 marks, you will be getting 2 marks when you finish this step. Second part of this question is to calculate mean of the data. Now let us see how to calculate the mean of the data. Pause the video and take down all this calculation. Then I will be going for finding mean of the group of data. Now, I am going for the second part of this question, that is the thing, but calculating mean, I am going to solve this problem by using step deviation method. Can you guess why we are using step deviation? Yes, of course, it is because of same class interval. Look at this. We have same class size, 500, 500, 500, 500. So here H is same. When H is same, it is better you can go for step deviation method. As usually, like how you used to do when you are solving the mean, you can go in the same manner. Summation of if you look at the question, it will be 200. Summation of f is 200. Okay, if you add everything here, total frequency will be 200. Then we have x 1000 plus 1500, that is the thing, but 2500 divided by 2. Class mark is lower limit plus upper limit by 2. Then it will be 2500 by 2. 1, 2, 5, 0. 2500 by 2 is 1250. Then add these two. If you add these two, that is 3500 divided by 2750. Then next, if you calculate for the next class interval, you will be having 2250, 2750, then 3250, 3750, 4250, then 4750. If you have doubt, you can check or you can do the calculation with rough word and then you compare these values. Now, can you guess the next step? The next step, if you are solving the problem by step deviation method, x bar is equal to a plus summation of fi ui divided by summation of f into h. I want u. If you want u, you need to calculate d first. D is equal to x minus a. To calculate d, it is based on assuming you can choose any one number in this group as a. I am going to choose 2750 as the assuming. You can choose 3250 or this one, any one number. I am choosing 2750 as the assuming. If you choose this, then calculate the value of d in every line. This is 1250 minus 2750. Subtract these two. If you subtract these two, what will be your answer? So 2750 minus 1250005, and you will be having 1500, which means minus 1500. This is minus 1000 minus 500, 0, 500, 1000, 2000, 2000. Sorry, this is 1500. Here it will be 2000. Okay. So if you are not getting, just you look at the previous video where we have many problems based on mean of the group data. So you need to subtract x minus a. If you subtract x minus a, you will be having this. The next, we want fi ui. To calculate fi ui, go for ui is equal to di divided by h. So that is the thing. But dividing with the class size, 1500 divided by 500. 1500 divided by 500 will be minus 3. 1000 divided by 500 minus 2. 500 divided by 500 minus 1. 0 divided by number is always 0. Then you will have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now, will you add everything? If you add everything, that will become summation of ui. We don't require summation of ui. We want summation of fi ui. The final column will be multiplying f column with the u column and then adding everything. That will be the answer for summation of fi ui. Now be careful, when you are multiplying, you need to multiply this column, this column. So multiply these two. 24 into 3. 24 into 3 minus 72. Then 40 into minus 2 minus 80. This is minus 33. 0, 30. This is 40. 4, 16 into 3. That is 48. 7 into 4. 28. Add all this. Finally, if you add, you will be having summation of fi ui. Let me write the answers so you can check your answer afterward. You will be having minus. So try to do it by yourself. Add this and keep it here. Minus sign. Add this and keep it here. Plus sign. Then if you add these two, look at which is the greater number. Always when you are adding or subtracting, greater number sign will be carried here. Greater number symbol is carried. That is why we have minus 35. Now, if you substitute these values in the formula, you will be having mode of the group data. This is A. A is, what is the value of A here? 2750 plus minus 35 divided by 200 into 500. Okay, value of h in this problem is 500. 2750, then 2 zeros you can cancel, then you will be having minus 35 into 5 divided by 2, that is 2570. This is 5 5s, then 2 carry 50, 175 by 2, 2750. If you divide, this is 8s, then 1 carry 7.5. Then if you subtract these two, your final answer will be 262.5. This is the answer for mean of the grouped data. Okay, did you see the question? The question is quite lengthy because here they asked to calculate mode of the grouped data and also mean of the grouped data. These type of questions can be asked for 3 or 4 marks in an annual examination. Even sometimes they will ask mean, mode and median, all those 3 together. For time being, you try to be thorough with these 2 topics. Okay. By this, I will be ending the topic related to the mode of the grouped data.